Yeah, I think someone pointed out yesterday, one of you lovely chatters, that but these problems weren't happening under the last system. So why are they happening under yours? And what I want someone to ask Luxon actually, because Luxon's been going on about, oh, we're getting on top of it, we're getting on top of it, it's coming together, we're getting on top of it. I want to know, at what point do you revert back, break the contract, or fire Seymour? Like if it's June and we've still got these problems, like where is the line to go, I no longer have faith in this minister? Like where is it? Because if it was December, you wouldn't have faith. Right now you say, I don't believe you, but you say you've got faith. Whereabouts between now and Christmas do you finally go, yep, he can't do this, let's get someone else? Chewie?
These guys, and I know I'm going to get shit for saying this. The general assumption is that if you're someone that gets to the point of being one of our politicians, our leaders, to these very, very high positions, that you've got at least a bit of a brain, just a little bit. Did they not think about this? Did they not think about the mechanics involved in delivering a shit ton of food and handing it out to kids? Did they not factor that in at all? Never. Nobody brought it up. Well, nobody thought it would be a factor.
I think the evidence would say they didn't. I mean, that's what we said about them. It's the same as the ferries. They went, we're going to do this new thing. It's going to be better. What are the logistics? How are we going to get those food to the kids? Obviously, Compass doesn't have the capacity to do it, or they'd be doing it. So they've made a change. They've brought in a new system before they've actually worked the system out. And I think the evidence for that is in the stories we're having every single day from multiple locations all around the country.
It's bizarre, and I just want to think that somebody out there has a bit of a logistical brain and can get ahead of these problems before they started. We're at a point now where Seymour seems to get pissy about constantly being asked about the program that he put in place and that is failing across the country. Every day there is a photo posted of today's lunch looking like it's come out of some sort of eldritch horror in a warehouse somewhere. Don't worry, people. It's soylent brown, or it's burnt, or it's late, or they're literally missing hundreds of meals. And it's this inconsistency. I spoke about this last night when Luxon was talking about make a Marmite sandwich. Why would you make a Marmite sandwich if you're going to get lunch at school? And if you make a Marmite sandwich, if you spend your own money and your own food that you've bought and you send your kid to school with that, and a lunch turns up, what happens to the taxpayer-funded lunch? It gets thrown out. Somebody's getting fucked on that. It doesn't matter how cheap this is. The program as a whole is poor value. We are paying taxpayer money to big corporations that just can't seem to organize a gangbang in a brothel. I realize that analogy is not great when we're talking about lunch for schools, but we're going to roll with it. The clear benefits of the other program that was more expensive, sure. But were we getting value? Yes. Something can have a higher price tag and still be good value because it's low wastage, it's more nutritious, it's using local produce, local producers, it's handled in-house. It has a shorter tail. Or we can go lowest common denominator, 85-cent meals with a markup. Some kids get their lunch today, some kids don't. Some kids can eat them. Some kids get burnt. Some kids get butter chicken 12 days in a row. Some kids have to eat burnt plastic. There's nothing that suggests that this program is good value, even at that low cost.